Zulu from Zimbabwe. She has something to tell. Also from Malawi, we have Alex Malinga. We also have the following from Zambia, Harold Cheche, and then from Madagascar, Haicha, and Paul from Botswana. They will tell us, we'll be talking with them, and we'll ask the one from Malawi to come forward, please, and tell us the story. Malinga and his friend. Just come forward. Malinga, we understand you are a lecture evangelist. For how long have you been serving as a lecture evangelist? We understand you are a lecture evangelist in Malawi. For how long have you been a lecture evangelist?
It's now 6 years.
No, not 6 years. Tell us, in your work, what is the most exciting experience you have come across?
I have so many stories to share, but the most good thing or the most great thing that God did to me is when the Malawian president, Dr. Bingu Mutharika, lost his wife. I sent him a copy of a book called Surviving the Loss of the Loved One.
Amen.
So I have a copy from Mr. President right now.
You want to show us something? Just be patient with him.
Yeah, sure. Before other questions.
Yes. Now, right here with me, I have a letter from the Honorable One written to our lecture evangelist from Malawi. Pastor Pana, can you come and read this letter for us, please? That is his publishing director, Union Publishing Director. Yeah.
I read the letter. It reads thus. The Republic of Malawi, the President, State House, Zomba, Malawi, 12th July, 2007. Mr. Alex J. Mulinga, P.O. Box 1119, Blantyre. Dear Mr. Mulinga, I acknowledge with appreciation receipt of a book entitled Surviving the Loss of a Loved One that you recently sent to me. It is very kind of you to send me a book like this one, which has proved to be a source of great comfort and encouragement to me during this difficult time. Therefore, I wish to express my sincere thanks for this kind and timely gesture. May God bless you. Yours sincerely, Dr. Bingu Mutharika, President of the Republic of Malawi.
Amen. Fellow believers, do you believe we need lecture evangelists in our church? People who can reach where preachers cannot go. Mr. Alex, please, do you have something to tell us more?
As I said to you earlier, that the stories are so many,
Yes.
but with time, we cannot go through all those stories.
Do you have anything to say about the book from the president to the president?
Just to say something.
What else took place after that?
Nothing happened, but I know that God is doing something to him.
Thank you.
Yes.
As we are here now, somehow the heart of the president is softened, is ready to receive the great controversy. Because he received the book that comforted him, no wonder he can be ready to accept any book now. Yeah. We praise the Lord for that.
And soon after that, we had these elections in Malawi, just 5 months ago. And then we have been elected some members of parliament and some other members of OPC. I've also given books to members of parliament, 10 books about leadership. You know, those people to know God, they should know God in their role as the people who are leading the country. They don't just doing their work, but leave God first.
Thank you.
So I've given them 10 of those books, readership book.
I can see you really enjoying your work.
Yes, sure.
What do you like to say to the church members?
Church members, try to love us. Because there are some other church members who don't honor literature evangelists. They look down to our work as beggars, as rockless, as common people. But we are great in the eyes of God.
Really great that they can stand before the kings of this world. Thank you very much from Malawi. Now we're going to call upon Harold Cheche from Zambia. I'll tell us how the book affected the customer. Now tell us, you're from Zambia?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been a lecture evangelist?
This is my 10th year.
I understand now we are in leadership.
Yes, please.
Can you tell us something about one of your lecture evangelists, what he did in your district, and how the book affected the customer?
Yeah, publishing ministry is so amazing. There is a man by the name of Mr. Chipango. He was one of the government officials. A literature evangelist sold him a book entitled Great Controversy. And after he bought the book, he was relieved of his duties in the government. He decided to go and stay at the village. So when he went there, he didn't find Seventh-day Adventist, but he went with a sermon entitled The Church I Read About. The man was a catechist in Catholic Church. So he told his brethren at the village that actually I have read about a church. This church, when they come here, I want the whole village to be part of the church. So he stopped going to church. He was just in the village. And so the government worked miracles. The government sent 2 teachers, female teachers, to that place who were Adventists. So when they were there, one of the Sabbaths, they sat in the classroom. 2 of them with their 2 children, 4 in total. So they were singing. This man was passing by. Of course, everyone knew that the man was once in government, and so he has respect even in the society. So when he passed around, he heard people singing. He turned in the classroom to see what was happening. He asked them, "What is it that you are doing?" They somehow got frightened, but then he said, "Well, just feel free. Tell me what you are doing." The ladies told the man, "We are actually worshiping." "What are you doing?" "We are actually worshiping." "So you are the people that worship on Sabbath?" They said, "Yes." He told them, "Hold on." He ran to his house, found the wife pounding maize for mealie meal. He told the wife, "Stop whatever you're doing. Where are the children?" They called the children and went to the classroom.
You are so much excited, isn't it?
And all the way he was preaching to whoever he met, the church I read about has come.
So was he finally baptized?
So they went to the classroom with his family. He was the only man, unfortunately, from Roman Catholic and baptized. That Sabbath, he preached in the SDA congregation.
Amen.
And as time went on, I was passing to go to one of the districts that I supervise. I bumped into this sister who told me the story. I said, "I must see this man. And this man from now on, he must be a literature evangelist. Whether he's baptized or not, he must begin literature evangelism because he's already on the way." So we met and talked. Right now, as I'm talking, there is a church of 48 members as a result of this man.
Oh, one book.
Yes.
40 church members have been baptized from one book, Great Controversy. So do we need lecture evangelists in this church? Yes, we can see from them. Now, do you have any message to share with our fellow believers?
The message is very simple. This work has immediate results and also results in the future. Whether the book has not brought someone today, be rest assured, tomorrow someone is coming.
Thank you.
And when he comes, he will not come alone, he will come with the family.
He has just talked about one book. More books? New books? May the Lord bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Our pastor says lecture evangelists can go where the preacher cannot reach. I want to tell you more. Literature evangelists can even go where church members cannot go. In other words, we are saying a literature evangelist can go on behalf of the church members. How can it take place? Let's hear from Maria Mzulu from Zimbabwe. Sister Maria, we have been working as a literature evangelist for how long?
This is my 6th year.
6
6th year. 6 years. 6 years.
The
in
year
service.
of number 6. 6 years. Now, tell us, we have met different situations in your canvassing work. What is the most exciting story you'd like to share with us today?
Okay. After reading from the book of Matthew, the parable which was told by Jesus of the sheep and the goats, where at the end Jesus said, I was in prison, but you didn't visit me. I was in hospital, but you didn't visit me. That's when I and my sister, Mrs. Mpinda, decided to go and visit the prisoners in our Mashonaland West province, which is Chinhoyi town. We had to go with the books which the church members have bought, like our union director told you that in Zimbabwe, church members could buy a lot of books so that they can be given to people who are not members of the church. We had to go with us with a book, the 10 Commandments, Surviving the Loss of a Beloved One, and Steps to Christ. It was hard for us to enter the door prisons. It was very difficult for us, but we prayed, and later on, God opened the doors for us to enter the prisons.
Now tell me, you want to tell me that you told the church members to buy books from you, after buying they gave them back to you?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And then what did you do with the books?
Then we went with them to the prison and were distributed amongst the prisoners. We had to ask for permission so that we could witness to the prisoners. After that, so many prisoners were converted. At first, the prison officers couldn't think that those books could convert the prisoners. They only thought that maybe the baton sticks which they use in torturing will change the prisoners. But later on, they saw that the word of God can even change the prisoners. So right now, we had 4 people who have been baptized right now from Chinhoyi prison, and we have 10 more who are waiting for baptism. Amongst those 10, there is a prominent politician who is amongst those 10 who is going to come out of prison on the 24th of December. He said he and his family are going to join the church and get baptized. And the other one is also a witch doctor, a woman witch doctor. She is also going to be baptized amongst those 10. And we have also some youth who are amongst those 10 who are going to be baptized.
I want to believe that if we had time, you're going to tell us more. But
Yes.
you tell me these people, now they are going to come out of prison being new creatures.
Oh yes, like this Sabbath, in the prison, they formed their church choir. This Sabbath, they are going to be allowed to go out to our local church in Chinhoyi, and they will be singing with their choir in that church, the choir of prisoners.
Did you share the story with the church members who donated these books? By the way, they donated the books, the 10 Commandments and Signs of Hope. Now, the 10 Commandments to the prisoners, who are used to so many commandments. Now, they just brought 10 Commandments, made it easy for them to see Jesus. Did you share the information with the church members?
Yes, that's why this Sabbath they will be at our local church in Chinhoyi, singing there and doing the Sabbath school. Prisoners doing that.
So I want to tell us that it is possible through the book of the year to involve the whole church in literature evangelism, even if they don't go themselves.
That's true.
Now, finally, what would you like to share with the church at large?
Okay. I want to say there is nothing impossible with literature ministry. Like Pastor Fagao was saying that a literature evangelist can go where a pastor cannot go. So we managed to break through the prison door It was in an entered area, but now it can be entered. And the church members right now can now have the access to the prisoners through the printed page.
Prisoners, no money, nothing, but getting books from a lecture evangelist. Lecture evangelists know how to do it. You can do it also. Thank you very much. We are going to listen from Madagascar, Haja. Translation.
Manahoana tompoko.
For how long have you been a
Salama
lecture evangelist?
tompoko. Efatra dimy amby roapolo taona tompoko.
Can you get another mic?
25 years.
Do you think she's more than 25 years? She has been a lecture evangelist for 25 years.
25 years.
I'm sure you're enjoying your work.
Tena azoko antoka zany fa hainao tsara le tianao zany le asa.
Eny tompoko.
Yes, very good, very well.
In your work, you came across some exciting experiences. Just tell us one, what really excited you in lecture evangelism?
Fanaovana ny asa mpamely boky zany dia misy fanandramana tena tsara mihitsy ary tianao hoe mba ilaza azy aminay.
Eny tompoko.
Yes.
Tell us, please.
Tantarao zany.
Nisy fotoana nakany ambanivohitra Madagasikara izahay.
One day we went to the countryside of Madagascar.
Dia namangy ny toerana misy ny mopera izahay.
And we visited the area where the priests are.
Dia nanontany mopera mikasika ny misy boky mikasika momba ny fitatahana avy eo izy ohatran'ilay nampisehoan'ny pasteur teo zany.
Then the father asked a question about if there is a book concerning management.
Dia ao anatin'ilay boky zany misy mikasika ny sabata, ny apafoly, momba ny fotom-pinoana adventista, fa kelikely ihany zany mikasika an'ilay fitantanana.
And in that book there is the question of Sabbath, the question of
Apafoly mifanatry fotom-pinoana.
about tithe and offering, but just a little bit of management.
Ka tianay ny apetraka ny hafatra momba ny fotom-pinoana zany dia nataonay izay ampidirana an'io boky io atao amin'ny mopera.
Because we like to show them the message of faith, of our faith, and so we include this book in that way.
Dia novidian'ny mopera ilay izy ary navadibadiny teo, dia miverena hozy rapitso.
Then the father take the book and fetch the pages.
Rehefa tonga izay ny pitso dia hozy mopera hoe inona koa ny ataonareo ankoatra mivarotra boky, mampely boky hozy zany.
Then we came the other day and the father asked us, what else do you do apart from selling books?
Dia hoe afaka manao conférence mikasika amin'ny fahasalamana, momba ny fitantanam-panana, momba ny fitaizana izahay.
And I answered, we can hold conference or
Dia
about health and education.
Tamin'izay fotoana izay nisy fivorian'ny katekista eraky ny faritany tao amin'io faritra io.
At that moment, there was a meeting of those responsible in the Catholic Church.
Dia io mopera hoe andao ara ozy nareo mankany am-piangonana dia ataova ozy izy ilay conférence mikasika eo mason'ireo katekista eraky ny faritany ediko ireo ara ozy.
Then the father told us, come and go to the church and do this job. That is, tell what you are going to tell to these people who are present.
Dia somary niahotra kely izay dia nandalo hoe oka aloha izay fampidinika kely.
Then we are hesitated a little bit and asked the priest to give us another moment to think about the situation, then come back.
misy namako anankiroa mianaka ireny mba angatahako izy mianaka ireo eny am-pitoerana iny ihany hitsangana zany eo am-pitoerana eo ihany reny izy mianaka niaraka taminenaka ny mopera zany a tapa-kevitra izay fa anao an'ilay conférence zany.
There are two of us there, and I asked them to stand up.
Reo izy mianaka ireo.
They are among us who did the conference at that time.
Dia nataonay ny conférence adiny telo tsy niato ilay izy zany. Adiny telo tsy niato nanao ilay conférence.
So we did the evangelization during 3 hours.
So you want to tell us that you used the building that didn't belong to the Seventh-day Adventist Church?
Ianao zany dia milaza nefa le tranon'ny fiangonana adventiste no nampiasainareo sa ny sa
Fiangonana Church of
Catholic Church, not the Adventist Church.
Yes.
The Catholic Church?
Yes,
Catholic
in the big church.
Free of charge?
Yeah, free of charge because
Yes.
because the priest asked them to do that
Seminar.
that seminar.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Yeah.
See what the Lord can do for us? Giving access, not to a bishop,
Yeah.
but not to a pastor, but to a lecturer, evangelist, who has been working for him for 25 years.
Yeah.
Did you have any baptisms afterwards?
No.
Are you looking forward to have any baptisms, any interest?
Mino ve ianao fa mety hisy amin'izy ireo zany ny tabatista?
Mean one day at a time. One
Yes.
day.
I think that one day some of them will be Baptist.
So there are signs that they are really interested in our message. There are signs that they are interested in our
Misy
message.
ve famantarana zany ny hitanao fa tena liana tamin'ny hafatra ny toriana zany zareo.
Entoko. Satria zany rehefa vita ilay conférence dia navoakanay hoe zavatra nataonay tamin'ny conférence reto dia ao anatin'ireto boky reto dia reto daholo ilay boky dia navoakanay ilay boky dia nividiny zareo daholo ilay boky zany lany bokinay.
Yes, because after this meeting, we told them that all the things that we spoke to you are in these books. And they decided to buy all the books we took at that moment.
So they bought all the books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The
Lecture evangelist authorized by the church to collect money to bring into the coffers of the church from non-members of our church. What do you say about it? We hope the Lord will bless you continually.
dia rehefa lany ilay boky dia name vola indray mopera hoe tiandray mo vola ozy izy dia vidano dia atero aty dia ozy izy amin'ny manaraka fa tsy mbola izao.
Then after taking the whole book, the bishop gave us another money to buy some books and to come again there and to take those books to
A
them.
bishop
The bishop.
giving you money
Yeah.
Yes.
without giving him books, waiting for the books to be delivered later.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is marvelous.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell the church at large
Inona zany ny zavatra tianao holazaina
about lecture evangelism?
mikasika ny asa fampielezam-boky, inona ny zavatra hafatra tianao ampitaina?
Ny hafatra tiana ampitahaina zany dia sakaiza mahafinaritra zareo amin'ny fiangonana katolika mopera, masera, presbitera, mahafinaritra zareo.
What I want to tell you is that these people, the bishop and the surroundings, they are good people. They are friendly.
Thank you. I think we are listening that there are some sheep who are out of the fold who should come in, ready to receive the gospel. This will only happen if you come and join the bookmen. Yes, we need lecture evangelists in this church. Thank you very much.
Okay.
God bless you.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see there's a song? Okay. Now I want to hear from Botswana. The Holy Spirit is not in Madagascar. It doesn't need a passport to be in another country. Let's hear what is happening in Botswana. Mpo, from Botswana. Paul, we have been a lecture evangelist for how long?
Ever since 1997.
Are you enjoying your work?
It's exciting. Though after that, I went to Solusi. But as I worked as a pastor, I've been canvassing every year.
I
Taking big
understand
weeks.
in Botswana, we have more cattle than people.
Yes, that's true.
Did you ever look after cattle before?
Oh, well, yeah, a little bit, not much though.
Now we are happy you are looking after men instead of animals.
I'm looking after books now, basically. I took leave to canvass for some years now.
Oh, thank you very much. Tell us one exciting event that took place during your canvassing work.
Actually, the one that took place, the one experience is one that actually plays itself out from time to time. I read as a young man, I think I must have been 19 when I first started to canvass, about 13 years ago or so. I just told you how old I am now. I read of a gentleman who took a bag and emptied the bag one day. So I pray to God that it happens to be sometime when I'm grown up.
What do you mean by emptying the bag?
Selling all the books in the bag.
You
And
read,
so I'd read when I was still young.
Yes.
And I pray to God that He actually blesses me with that kind of an experience. And so it so happened that when I was now grown up like this, now the Lord worked a miracle that surprised me. The books were not in the bag, but in the booth. And I happen to have a very big booth. I have a system where I go to schools. The first thing I do is sing a song in the morning, like Great is Thy Faithfulness, or any of my songs. After singing the books, I display the books. Mainly, one of those books I display is the book called Foods and the Healing Powers, the 3 volumes, the big volumes.
You want to tell us that when you go to a school, you invite the teachers to gather around. Before selling, you start singing.
I sing
After
first.
they're enjoying their music,
Yes, sir.
they would like to enjoy your books too.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
After enjoying the books, they come through one by one, and I look up, I locate the one that seems to be most interested in them, and then I work on that one. Usually, as soon as they buy that particular one, the rest will follow suit and buy the 3 sets or the 9 volumes.
Oh.
About up to 8 teachers sometimes, or 9, at other buying that particular set of 3 books. It's there. Do you know the book, The Foods and the Healing Powers?
So you want to tell me that you are specializing in selling books to teachers?
The Lord has actually led me to decide to do that.
Do you have any teacher who's been baptized as a result of your work?
They haven't been baptized yet, but I suppose there's going to be many getting baptized, because immediately after I sell them these foods, there are free copies of either Desire of Ages, Great Controversy, or Steps to Christ. Up to this time, I think I must have given out close to 800 copies of Steps to Christ, and maybe 500 of 10 Commandments.
500
For about a year now, yeah.
of 10 commandments.
Yeah.
500 people. So you remember the story of just said that one great controversy, people were baptized, about 41,
I heard.
as a result of one book. So I believe many people will be baptized as a result.
The Lord is going to be working wonder after wonder.
So do you have a message to give to the church?
I think the message really is to the literature evangelists. I don't suppose that anyone will come to you and say that you're a great person. I think walk it, talk it. They don't have to guess. They will know that you are a great person and you are truly an apostle of God, sent out to do the great work of God.
That you are saying now, we as literature evangelists must value our work and uplift ourselves. Don't wait for some people to uplift us. We must not look down upon ourselves. That's the message.
Let's understand the value, the worth, and the value of our own souls, and we'll bend with a sense of mission toward others, and we'll get them the books, and this will be a great blessing to every one of us.
So as a result of canvassing, you think you have more friends than the pastor?
There's so many friends. In fact, I'm blessed. This year, for the first time, I never caught flu. I think every year, ever since I was born, usually flu is one of my greatest illnesses. But for the first time this 14 months, never caught flu, and I praise and thank God for that.
Oh, thank you very much. I want to believe that the Lord is keeping you healthy so that you can distribute more books.
Thank you, Elder.
Come and join the book Menam. Now, we have a special song to give to us.
I'm told there's a song. I'm not sure if the elder is there. There's a song you are supposed to play for me there. But let me just demonstrate what I do at schools, at assembly.
I want to believe after singing, you want the writers to buy your books, isn't it?
Please buy some books. I don't know where the pastor is asked to play Tell the World, but he's not here, so I'll just do Great is Thy Faithfulness. And this is how we do it during assemblies. Great is thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest